Let's talk about some fast food. I bet you some of you right now, as you listen to this one on a podcasting episode, you might be right now driving through a drive-thru and you're picking up your Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich or your KFC chicken sandwich, or you might be picking up, Taco Bell or something like that. Who knows? And you might be driving through one of those fancy schmancy drive-thrus they have now with multiple lanes. Who knows? You might be going to Starbucks right now, getting yourself a coffee or Dunkin' or whatever it might be. Hardee's. I heard that Hardee's are going to be coming to my part of the neck of the woods. They're going to start building new locations. It'd be nice to try an Angus thick burger. I haven't had one of those in a while. Anyways, so drive-thrus are getting larger and larger with no end in sight. Story from Insider.com. Taco Bell's announcing plans for a 4-lane drive-thru slated for summer 2022. This time next year. Competing chains are already adding lanes to drive-thrus. And drive-thrus became crucial to fast food during the pandemic, and chains continue to invest in them. And that's the idea. So Taco Bell now has Defy. Will defy gravity, transporting orders in the kitchen above down to cars through a lift system. So like a bank teller. Kind of like that idea. That's what they're trying to do. So 3 lanes dedicated to mobile orders alongside a 4th traditional lane. And that's the idea. As we know, Chick-fil-A, they have a whole idea where you got curbside and you got 2 lanes to go through in some cases. And the way they're doing it is either curbside or you're sitting in the car or you're ordering in, you're getting the mobile orders, whatever it might be. There's a whole lot of ways of doing it. It's very interesting. Now, Chick-fil-A has been operating double-lane drive-thrus across the country. Starbucks started the example, part of its initiative to close lower-performing stores and focusing on mobile and drive-thru locations, and they've started installing double lanes too. McDonald's has had this quite a bit for a while, and also a concept for on-the-go stores focused on takeout and delivery orders. Plus, you can also see the magic of what they're doing with Uber Eats or Postmates or Grubhub and the style of delivery. McDonald's has a really great system. They're always going to be ahead of the game. Chick-fil-A also does a really good system. What can I say? Shake Shack also wants to do the same thing. And I don't know if Shake Shacks that have drive-thru, but they want to do now their own set of it. They're going to start their own first ever drive-thrus, planned to open in 2022, skipping the traditional single lane step altogether. They want to go right into multi-lane designs, growing more popular in the industry with 3 lanes to accommodate mobile and on-site orders. And I think the thought process too is if you're on the road and you see no longer seeing that one lane or that one lane that's just wrapping around the store and having 3, that bank kind of concept, but you're trying to go through and you think that the food will go in fast, that might get more people to jump in line as well. And I think that's what they're hoping on. But the fact they're going to do these lanes, I don't think it's going to do too much when it comes to the size of the kitchen or the amount of staff they'll be able to have to do these orders as they do. But then the other thing, too, is that if they're going to be building like this, does that mean that these stores, when it comes to the dining rooms, are those going to get eliminated now in favor of this? That's the question I want to ask. Like, I can see where some of these fast food restaurants, they want to get rid of the dining rooms. Because right now, most of them that I go through right now, they're not even being used because since the pandemic, people just stopped going inside. Most of them are always empty. So people have changed their method of going to fast food. The drive-thru is more important than ever before. But for me, I still like the idea, I'm not sitting in the store, or I'm not going to go and sit inside to go get the food. But I think what happened was also the change of this. Where most of these places you have now, the idea of going inside to get the order, that used to be a good thing to go ahead and walk in and then carry out your order instead of waiting to go through the drive-thru. So you go ahead and get in, get your food, come on out. Because usually the food, I would imagine, would come out faster. I remember having a story we did when I was working in local TV news where they did a special report about how fast, if you go to a fast food drive-thru, are you going to get, how long is it going to be compared to going inside the store? And it was interesting. You really save time going inside instead of waiting to a long drive-through line. The other thing, too, is using the apps now and how well the apps are doing in terms of ordering. Some are much better than others. Like, I'll tell you, I haven't tried using Subway. I did try to use Subway, but it was a little bit clunky. McDonald's, I have not used. I did try it, but really wasn't much. But they have rewards. So if I have McDonald's on the app, I could use it for the rewards. Chick-fil-A is excellent with their app to use. Dunkin' Donuts, excellent with their app to order. Like, they're really quick. That's what needs to happen too, is that the apps for all these fast food places, they need to improve them, because the time that you decide to go ahead and order to the time you arrive at the location, Chick-fil-A to me has the best app at that. You get the rewards points right away. And when you open that app up, it takes not even 5 seconds to open up. Wawa has an app that takes forever to load up. McDonald's takes a little bit of time. Checkers and Rallies, I tried. It also takes time. Subway takes a bit of time too. But Subway I'll use because of the rewards. Like, some of these apps I'll use for rewards, but then how quick are you going to be able to get the order in your phone, something somewhat easy to do, then going to pick up your food at curbside? That's the other part. And as far as I know, I haven't really done much when it comes to McDonald's doing that. I know delivery, they do a pretty good job. But for me, I'm not been much into... Like, Dunkin' Donuts is a good job. Like, I can order something pretty quick, and then I get up to the lane, give the order number, and they usually have it ready. There's not much of a delay when it comes to it. And that's talking about, like, having breakfast and a coffee, or, grabbing breakfast, donuts, and a coffee, whatever it might be. Doing that works pretty well the way they have it. So, there we go. Fast food drive-thrus are going to grow big. All right. Well, make it easier for all of us to get big and fat and tubby, right? Like myself. What can I say? Fast food got me here, and they're just making it easier to just go ahead and get more of it. So why not? Just how do those people that are on TikTok that can do like the mukbangs and be able to go to fast food all the time, like, they must not have anything else to do, because they must exercise like every hour of the day. And I feel like, if I only had 3 to 4 hours just to exercise, to put aside like that, I just don't know how they do it. But, oh well. I'll leave it there. Make sure to follow, like, share, and subscribe to this episode and other episodes like mine of What I'm About Podcasting. And if you like it here on YouTube, please go and follow the channel, subscribe to my channel, and please subscribe or follow wherever you are, if you're listening on Apple, Amazon, Google, or Spotify, wherever you might listen to your podcasts. I'll talk to you next time.